College admissions scandal. USC says students connected to scheme will be denied. All University of Southern California applicants who are connected to the admissions cheating scheme will be denied admission, university spokesman Gary Palakovic said Wednesday. A case-by-case review will be conducted for students who are already enrolled at USC and may be connected to the scheme. USC will make the announcement comes a day after the nationwide scandal exposed what federal prosecutors describe as a corrupt exchange of wealth, fame, and influence for student admissions to the nation's most elite universities. 50 people from Hollywood stars and top industry CEOs to college coaches and standardized test administrators stand accused of participating in a scheme to cheat on admissions tests and admit students to leading institutions as athletes regardless of their abilities, prosecutors revealed Tuesday in a federal indictment. The scandal is being, as the alleged culprits, including actresses Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin and fashion designer Massimo Giannulli, position their defenses. The fallout continues for players across this wide-ranging case, which spans 6 states and raises seminal questions about how level the post-secondary playing field really is. Still hanging in the balance is the fate of the privileged scholars, at least some of whom may not have known about their parents' alleged acts. It was no accident, they. Meantime, officials at universities including Yale, Stanford, and Georgetown must now examine criminal claims made against key staffers, some of whom already have parted ways. Perhaps most critically, they'll also have to answer for whether qualified students were denied entry into their programs in lieu of the children of the rich and famous. 4. Loughlin, who played Aunt Becky on Full. Loughlin surrendered Wednesday morning to federal authorities in Los Angeles, FBI spokeswoman Laura I. Miller said. She and Giannulli, the actress, posted a $1 million bond after her appearance Wednesday in federal court. Judge Steve Kim allowed Loughlin to travel within the continental U.S. and British Columbia, where she is working. Loughlin's next court appearance will be on March 29 in Boston. Giannulli was released on $1 million bail after his court appearance on Tuesday. His next court CNN has contacted Iconics brand group, which owns Giannulli's namesake fashion company, Massimo. CNN also Huffman, who is best known for her role on TV's Desperate. Her daughter received a 1420 on her test, which was 400 points higher than a PSAT taken a year earlier without the same administrator, the complaint states. Huffman also discussed the scheme in a recorded phone call with a cooperating witness, the complaint says. Huffman has been charged with felony conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services mail fraud, according to federal court documents filed Monday in Massachusetts. She was arrested. She appeared Tuesday in federal court in Los Angeles, where a judge set her bond at $250,000 and federal agents took her passport. Her next court the sums that authorities say the accused parents paid in bribes would, for many, finance a college education many times over. Some spent between $200,000 and $6.5 million to guarantee admissions for their children, FBI Special Agent Joseph Bonavolonta said. The relatives of one applicant paid $1.2 million to have the applicant falsely described as the co-captain of a well-known California soccer team, although the applicant did not play competitive soccer, prosecutors said. By comparison, the average annual cost of tuition and fees at a private, 4-year college is $29,478, the U.S. Department of Education's National Center for Education Statistics' most recent report shows. Much of the indictment revolves around William Rick Singer, the founder of a for-profit college counseling and preparation business known as The Key. Okay. There were dual avenues for carrying out the scheme, Lelling explained. For example, Singer and his co-conspirators used photo editing technology to superimpose the face of a patron student onto stock photos of athletes, prosecutors said. Singer was paid roughly $25 million by parents to help their children get into schools, the U.S. attorney said. Singer pleaded guilty on Tuesday to racketeering conspiracy, money laundering conspiracy, conspiracy to defraud the United States and obstruction of justice, prosecutors said. Coaches from Yale, Stanford, Wake Forest, and Georgetown Universities and USC, among others, are implicated in the case. The Georgetown coach, who was arrested, has. USC is reviewing the school's application process, officials said.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.